Hi there, Gareth here again. I'm going to discuss today some of the differences between British and American English. You may have heard there are some differences. I think there's one small grammar point that's different between both of the dialects. The biggest difference is vocabulary. There's certain things where the vocabulary is different. I'll have some examples in the video. Another one is pronunciation. That's quite noticeable on certain words. I will have examples as well as I go through this video. And the other one is spelling. I will start by saying these main differences. There's certain words where there would be a Z or a Z, as Americans would say. That's another difference. The alphabet, I would say Z, Americans would say Z. But certain words like analyze would be ZE at the end in American English, but SE at the end in British English. So this is one of the differences, is this spelling. Another one is colour. The colour of this t-shirt is green, but colour would be spelled COLOR in the US, and in Britain it'll be spelled COLOUR. So there's a few words where you have this end, favour, favourite, flavour. Words like this, OUR at the end in British or English, or OR in American English. This is quite a common pattern, goes through it. Pronunciation, if you are into statistics or anything vaguely scientific, the word data, data is British English pronunciation. Americans will pronounce that as data, which to me sounds weird, but I grew up in England and we don't talk like that. That's one of the common differences. Route, an American would say route, and a route would be something else in British English. So there are some differences like this. Vocabulary, certain fruits and vegetables, different names or pronunciations. So I would use an example of the classic French dish, ratatouille. A word may be made famous by a cartoon with a little mouse who works in Paris, but if you list the ingredients in British and American English, only one of the main items is the same. Onion would have the same word. In Britain we would usually just say pepper rather than bell pepper, which is probably a bit more American. It's only if you're going to specify it's this kind of pepper rather than black pepper or chili pepper, you would say a bell pepper. But Americans, I think, are more likely to say bell pepper regardless. Very close to the Mexicans who use a lot of chili peppers. So it's not much of a real difference. Bell pepper still is correct in Britain. You normally say peppers with the S on the end. Small difference, not really that major. And I would say tomatoes, Americans, tomatoes. Different pronunciation, that's one of the differences in pronunciation exists. Welsh is what I would call a courgette, what an American would call a zucchini. Another difference, courgette being from the French word, zucchini I believe is Italian, more of an Italian influence there, more Italian people there, which is very close to France and we copied their word. Many borrowed words from French, especially, and English in general. The last one, aubergine. No idea where this word came from. Or the Americans would say eggplant, even less logical in my opinion. So that's the main basis of that recipe would look very different written down by an American than a British person. So that's some of the differences. And I hope you found this interesting. Please like and subscribe and share the video. If you have a comment or a question about anything covered in one of my videos, put it in the chat. And I do reply to any messages or suggestions. If you have any doubts about English language or British culture and you have any questions, put it in the chat and I can make videos that will suit the interests and needs of the audience. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.